I am so grateful that this new drugstore lipstick collection landed in my mailbox yesterday because I know it's gonna be sold out like tomorrow, especially once TikTok gets a hold of it. That's right, I've got the Milani Color Fetish Matte Flora collection to share with you today. I'll be doing lip swatches, of course. I'll also be matching each shade to a Milani lip liner and telling you what I think about the colors and the formula this time around. Let's get straight into it, but first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slashed Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. Okay, so we have 6 new shades in the ultra viral Milani Color Fetish Matte formula. This collection, if you didn't know, was originally just in nude shades and it took off. It easily became one of the most popular and in-demand drugstore lipsticks. I think it's still pretty hard to find the nude shades in stores and online right now, but they are constantly restocking. But one of the first things that I said when I tried the nude collection is that I really hope that they actually do like brighter or bolder colors with that formula. So this formula is infused with hyaluronic acid. It does keep your lips feeling comfortable and moisturized. It never dries out. They glide on so easily, no tugging at all. Plus you get one swipe full coverage color and they just feel cushy on the lips. They stay feeling like that all day. They are $8.99 each and I would absolutely say that this formula and the shades and the color payoff rivals a lot of high-end lipstick that I've tried. A lot of people mention MAC or the Urban Decay Vice matte lipsticks. I completely agree. I would much rather use these. I think that these are more comfortable than the matte MAC lipsticks. And as you can see from these swatches, these colors are intense. You don't need to layer them up at all. And it's similar to the nudes collection, but because all of those shades were neutral, it was a little harder to see how much of an impact they were making. But with these, there's no question. Now, something that I think Milani did well, again, because they did this with the nudes as well, is that they gave us a very decent range of shades to kind of cover skin tone compatibility. I think there is something for everything in this line, but honestly, as someone who has medium skin, I loved all of these, and I think that they were all very flattering. I did expect a couple of them to apply a bit cooler just based on the packaging. The first 3 that I swatched, Peony, Petal, and Blossom, those did end up being a little bit warmer than I expected, which I'm absolutely not complaining about because I tend to lean toward warmer lip shades or warmer makeup in general. But the last 3 that I'm swatching, which starts with the red, Poppy, Fleur, and Dahlia, those are all pretty cool toned. And even though this is probably considered like a spring makeup launch, I think that all of these shades are beautiful and appropriate all year round, especially the dark ones like I'm wearing today, Fleur. Like this is something I'd absolutely wear all fall long, as well as Dahlia. And then of course with Poppy, the blue-based red, so beautiful, so rich, so flattering. Reds are a go-to no matter what season it is for me. And I think these pinks can really be used as neutrals, especially if you have a little bit of a deeper skin tone. This collection as a whole would be a great addition to a year-round makeup collection. Now, getting a little bit deeper into the formula and finish, I did say nearly matte, and that's because there is just the slightest bit of shine in the finish. Like it's almost more of a velvet matte or nearly satin. So your lips do retain a little bit of dimension. And I also want to point out that my lips have been pretty dry recently because we're in the middle of winter, I live in the desert. And with other like comfort matte lipsticks that I've tried from like CoverGirl or Revlon, sometimes, depending on how bad my lips are, they will still catch and very much accentuate that dryness or flakiness, but these don't. These almost like conceal that. I feel like they blur the texture or dryness or even the lines on my lips that just glides right over it without any pigment catching. Because sometimes when you do have texture on the lips, it's really hard to get an even opaque layer of color. You're sitting there like swiping and swiping and swiping. Not with these. These are like the ultimate dry lip friendly matte lipstick. Now, because these aren't a traditional matte lipstick where they're not going to dry down and become super dry and budge proof, these are not actually transfer proof or smudge proof. You will have to touch up after eating and maybe even drinking out of a glass, depending on how aggressive you are. But they do not feather outside the lip lines, so that's a plus. And these particularly give a pretty dang good stain to your lips, at least the darker shades. So not the lighter two pinks, those like a little bit, but not really noticeable. But Blossom, Dahlia, Poppy, and Flora, these will all give you a noticeable stain. So even if a little bit does rub off, there will be color there underneath, so it'll minimize the appearance of fading. And of course, a lip liner always helps in this situation with any lipstick. Having that layer underneath will always prolong the look of your lipstick. So they do have new shades in the Milani Understatement liner that correspond pretty well to these colors. So if you want matching lip liners, these are the shades to buy. So for the Milani Color Fetish Matte Flora lipstick, you'll want to grab the Understatement liner in 120, which is called French Rose. For the lipstick in Petal, you'll want to grab 140 Desert Rose. For the Blossom lipstick shade, you'll grab 130 Audacious Pink in the lip liner. For the Poppy lipstick, you'll grab the liner in 200 called Sassy Cherry. For the lipstick in Flora, you'll use the lip liner in 210 Magenta Mood. And then for the deepest lipstick shade in Dahlia, you will grab 220, which is Brazen Berry. When I previewed this collection in my Will I Buy It video a couple weeks ago, I did say that the shades Flora and Dahlia looked very similar and that I didn't really see the need in having both. Of course, I didn't know the brand was sending me the whole collection like the next week. I kind of stand by what I said. Today I'm wearing Flora, and I think Dahlia is just like 2 cents darker. So it could just be whichever one looks more flattering on your skin tone. I think it's just gonna be a matter of personal preference, whether you want to go that dark or you feel that dark looks good on you. But I do feel like they are pretty close, that if you were really trying to choose which shades to pick up and you can't find the whole collection, I wouldn't sweat getting both of these. Like I said, these are $8.99 each at Ulta Beauty and in drugstores, though the brand is selling the entire collection for $40 on their website. I will leave that link below. I want to know, what kind of colors do you want Milani to make next in this color fetish matte formula? Tell me in the comments below. Today's shout out goes to Alora. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad, and join me over in this video next where I share my 5 favorite drugstore one and done eyeshadows. I'll see you over there. Bye.